Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Paul Hutchings with PipelineMoney.com. Hope you're having a great day. In this video, this is going to be an exciting video. I'm going to be doing an ultimate showdown or throwdown where you and me, I'm going to be representing you, the humans. We're going to go up in an epic battle against AI and see who comes out on top. So it's going to be fun. And as I'm doing this, I'm also going to be highlighting 7 points that it seems to me are going to be really valuable places to focus our time and our efforts and our personal growth so that we have the best chance of coming out on top in this epic throwdown with artificial intelligence that is happening right now, whether we want it to happen or not. AI is here. AI is here to stay. It is advancing very, very quickly. And so this is why I'm excited to be on this topic today. Hey, Veronique, thanks for chiming in from Belgium. Okay, so here's what inspired this topic. I want to sell you something. Just kidding. No, I do want to sell you something, but only something good. No, I actually got an email from a friend yesterday because we're doing this promotion because we implemented AI into one of our products. And one of my good friends who's an author, his name is Rob, he wrote me an email, and this is what he said. I want to read you what he wrote. He said, "Hi, Paul. Interesting debate about AI. What disturbs me the most is that it removes the creative journey, replacing this with instant gratification." He went on to say, "I agree it's potentially a great tool." I'm gonna disagree with you right there. I'm gonna say it is a great tool. He thinks it's potentially, I think it's a great tool, and you'll see, as you pay attention to this live. He says, "I agree it's potentially a great tool, but to be a good writer and artist, you have to go on a journey of self-discovery through experiences. AI tries to avoid these steps." So that's what Rob said, and I want to come back to that and also kind of like give you some context for this. The email that he responded to was this email right here from yesterday, where I showcased a poem that I said was co-authored with Emerson, the Magic Content Machine. So this poem that I wrote for my that we wrote for my family. So that's the email that he was responding to. Before I get into the ultimate throwdown, I do just want to address one point here. So that poem that I wrote, or that AI and I wrote together as a team, not battling each other in an epic throwdown, but we were like, I was like, "Hey, Emerson, you want to partner up with me?" And Emerson was like, "I don't know, Paul, what are your values?" And I said, "Well, I believe in freedom and goodness and love." And Emerson was like, "I'm down with all those things, Paul. I'm willing to work with you. Let's go to work on something." So I gave Emerson a task, and the task was, take all of these value statements that I have written out that are near and dear to me and turn them into a poem. So Emerson took those value statements and gave me back 3 verses of a poem, which were a good start. But what Emerson gave me back wasn't exactly the way that I wanted it to be. So for the next 2 days, with my own brain, using my own creativity, along with input from my kids and my wife, we perfected a final version. So in this case specifically that Rob was looking at, this was actually an example of me using my creativity, my input, my history, my values in combination with artificial intelligence to create an output that was what I wanted, what I needed. So it was kind of like a combination thing. But the other things I want to show you. So here's the throwdown. What I did this morning is I went to AI, to our Emerson content machine, and I said the following. I said, "Write me an email about the 5 biggest fears people have when it comes to artificial intelligence." And then I gave it like a little bit more input. And this is what it came back with. I want to read this for you guys because this is where we get into the showdown here. So this is what Emerson gave me. Subject. This is 100% written by artificial intelligence. So keep in mind, I'd received this email from Rob, and it got me thinking about people's fears and concerns with AI. So I went to AI and I said, "Hey, what are people's 5 biggest fears and concerns? Can you write me an email addressing those? And also illustrate how these fears are either not valid or over, or let people know how they can transition into the future utilizing AI. That was the input that I gave it. So here's what AI gave me. So this is the Throwdown, guys. And I want to know in the comments. So I'm going to show you what Emerson gave me, the AI, and then I'm going to show you Paul Hutchings' creativity and brain, what I came up with. And this is where the 7 points that we all probably want to focus on if we want to capitalize moving into the future. You guys have to let me know in the comments if you think Emerson won or Paul won, or maybe there's a third option. Maybe both of us can win together. So Emerson said, subject, biggest fears or concerns about AI. Dear Chase or Paul or whatever your name is, we all know artificial intelligence, AI, is the way of the future, and it certainly is a game changer. But naturally, when big changes arrive, so do some big fears. Many people are worried AI will replace them in their value in the workplace. In order to help you cope with these feelings, here are the 5 biggest fears people have with AI replacing them and how to counter or modify them to benefit from the advances in AI. 1, fear of loss of job. AI has already replaced many jobs where the process was too monotonous or involved too much data or calculations for a human. But if you stay up to date with the skills that complement AI, you'll stay far ahead of the curve. 2, fear of new technology. AI is not just going away. To remain valuable, it's important to embrace these changes and continue to learn about them and understand how to use them. As much of a hassle as it may be, now I thought this was interesting because I've been learning a lot about AI. There's some tasks that I need to have done, and I'm having to learn a lot. And I'm finding myself kind of saying to myself, this is kind of a hassle. It's crazy that AI knew that I was feeling that it was a hassle. Like that demonstrates, I don't know, like that's pretty profound, I think. So Emerson says, as much of a hassle as it may be, this is a great opportunity to develop a more expertise skill set. 3, fear of being left behind. It's important to stay informed and take training courses and certifications. You don't have to be an expert as long as you are well-versed in the basics and can leverage the power of technology. 4, fear of lack of job security. With the right skills, you can use AI to help deepen your expertise and tap into new opportunities in industries. While AI makes mundane tasks easier, keep in mind that AI can also enable new areas of work that you may not have considered before. 5, fear of losing freedom. AI has the potential to free us from many of life's mundane tasks. Allowing AI to automate simple things can free up more personal and creative time for you to focus on the things you enjoy and excel in. The fears surrounding AI are understandable, especially those related to job security, but with the right mindset, you can use AI to help you transition and benefit in the new workplace. So for everyone who's here live, what do you think about what Emerson just outputted? The AI output. What do you think about it? I'm going to remove my screen share and look at the comments here. Nick says, I believe it is beneficial when teamwork is applied. Take the best out of each. Thank you, Nick. Anyone else? What do you think about the output? Here's what I want to highlight as I'm waiting for more input from you guys, live viewers, and also replay viewers. The email I got from Rob said his concern was that it would remove the necessity for people to use their creativity and might actually be a detriment rather than an asset. So let me tell you what I think about that. But first, I'm going to share what Chase Swift said. He said, the output was great. Maybe we can compare AI to the change from the horse and the buggy to the automobile. I am glad I'm in a community that embraces this new technology and encourages us to grow in skills too. Thank you, Chase. Appreciate that comment. So here's what I was going to highlight. So Rob's concern was the creativity thing. Did Emerson in that email address anything about removing the need to be creative and thereby hurting people's ability to be creative? The AI did not mention that, right? So here we have a case where the AI came up with some really good points and at the same time missed something that me as a human am hearing because I'm listening to my friends. I'm in the streets. I'm talking to the people. I'm shaking hands and kissing the babies, And so this is a perfect example of how AI can give us a starting point and ideas. And as we use our own brains and creativity, we can go through the output that we get from artificial intelligence and make it even better. So, my personal take on AI so far as I've been using it, before I show you the 7 points, is that the winning combination, it seems to me, is not to say, hey, AI is going to replace everything. AI is going to automate all of my content creation. No, that's not how I'm looking at it. How I'm looking at it is AI can help my creativity, can help my content creation, can spark ideas, can give me starting points, can give me things to think about that I might not, with my previous experiences, have thought about. So I'm using it as a tool in combination with my own brain, my own mind, my own heart, my own soul. And that leads me to these 7 points that I jotted down that may or may not be right. Love to hear your thoughts on these. But as I'm thinking about AI and my value to the world and your value to the world, and thinking about this ultimate throwdown that's happening, like, how do we as people stay in a place where we can not be left behind, where we can utilize the advancements in technology to do more good in the world? I've got one comment here from Nick. He says, it can be a detrimental to one's own creativity and the human touch. AI is an amazing tool, as such as other tools used. It helps to make tasks simpler. Absolutely, I agree. If we say we're going to 100% remove ourselves from the equation and rely on AI alone, that I think that would be a detriment. So let me jump to the 7 points that everyone's been so patiently waiting for. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your patience. And we'll jump back to my screen share here. Okay, so number one, here are the 7 things that I think AI cannot replace, at least at the current moment, and may never be able to replace. Because this is a good question to ask. If we can find things that AI cannot replace, then we can focus on those areas to make ourselves better. Okay, so number one, your unique experiences. And Rob touched on that in his email. He said, good writer, you have to go on a journey of self-discovery, go through experiences. So he's 100% right. AI is not replacing your unique experiences. Everything that you've gone through, all the stories that you've experienced, the relationships, the conversations, the failures, the successes, all of that is yours. AI doesn't know those, right? And the other thing that happens with our unique experiences is they lead us to this one very unique spot that we are all in, where right now Paul Hutchings is the only one in the entire world that has Paul Hutchings's unique perspective on life, my beliefs and my values. There's nobody else in the world that looks at the world like I do. And the same beautiful thing is true for you, your unique perspective. So AI, it can eat all the data in the world. It can eat all the internet. It can eat everything on Wikipedia, and it's still not going to have your unique perspective. So as we continue to have unique experiences and work on unique perspectives, which in some sense are a combination of our beliefs and our values, we are differentiating ourselves and continuing to make ourselves unique. The third one that AI doesn't seem to do is deciding what should be done, right? As far as I've been using it so far, AI is great for gathering information. It's great for gathering ideas. It's great for giving me steps that I could take to achieve a certain outcome. But it doesn't tell me what should be done in the world, what should be my goal, what should be our goal as a community, as a society. It doesn't give me that goal. So as people, and I guess you could say this is one function of leadership, is to look upon the world, all the facts and the data, and say, okay, this is the way things are. How would I like them to be? And then we make a decision that, hey, this is where we're going. This is what should be done. And then you begin to take action toward that vision. AI is not doing that, and I don't really see it doing that in the future. So deciding what should be done, being able to be a decision maker, one of the great skills Napoleon Hill talks about in Think and Grow Rich, learning to make decisions, learning to gather the necessary data, see what's available, where you want to go, and then say, all right, I'm making a decision. This is what we're doing. Let's go. AI is not doing that. So if we can learn to be great decision makers, I think that our value is going to be maintained and maybe even strengthened as we move forward. Number 4, asking the right questions in relation to everything that I've talked about. So quote from Tony Robbins, I love, the quality of one's life in large degree is a function of the quality of the questions that they ask. So I was showing a family member, Emerson, our AI, our magic content machine. And the family member was asking questions like, can you write me an email letting the department heads know that we're going to be installing a new software, and then, submit, and then comes back with an email to the department heads, right? So that was a question that one person asked. What kind of questions am I asking? I'm asking questions right now about artificial intelligence, about implementing artificial intelligence within my current company, our organization. How can I use AI? What's available? A, B, C, D. How can I organize it all in a way that it's going to serve the most people? That's what I'm asking it. So you see how those two different questions are going to produce vastly different outcomes based on what AI responds to with an answer. So knowing how to ask the right questions, I think, is going to be a great asset in the future. Number 5 that AI can't do, and I don't know that it will be able to do, organizing people, ideas, technology, and resources. And what could you call that? Another word for that is creativity, right? So as creative as AI seems to be, and it is in some degree, depending upon how you define creativity, is AI organizing people? Not really. Is it organizing ideas? Yes, it is. Is it organizing technology? Not really. Is it organizing resources? I guess you could say in one sense. But a human being, we have the ability to organize all of these things and combine them together to move forward in a direction that's going to do great things in the world. So I don't think that AI is going to replace those things. So that's number 5. Number 6, and this is one that probably was first to mind for me, relationships. As I was thinking about, AI can output all of this information, sometimes as well, or maybe even better than would come from my own brain. If that's true, where is my inherent value as to the marketplace? Because part of my value is delivering information, coaching, training, teaching people what has worked for me. And if AI can do some of that, does that diminish my value? And I was asking myself, well, where's my value? And one of the first things that came to mind was relationships. Being able to build rapport with people, make people laugh, give people honest and sincere compliments, send someone a note on their birthday to let them know that I'm thinking about them. I don't think AI is going to replace that. And I have this sense. And what do you guys think about this? I'm curious. I'm going to read all the comments. I almost think that as artificial intelligence is able to automate more and more of the work that many of us do, it almost seems like the things it can't do will become more and more valuable, like the relationship aspect of life. That's my thought. So that's number 6. And then the last one is implementation of 1 through 6 in physical reality. Right now, AI is in the digital realm. As it starts to come out, maybe even into the physical realm, it's going to be focused mainly on facts, science, data. But human beings are not just facts, science, data. Human beings are values and goals and, creation. And so, we're the ones, it's at least at the moment, that are going to be deciding what happens in physical reality. And so it seems like what we want to do is we want to learn how to use artificial intelligence wisely to make everything I've just talked about easier, faster, better, more effective, so that we can continue to create the future that we all want to live in. So those are my thoughts, guys. I'm going to jump back over here to the comments and ask you, who won in the ultimate showdown? You or artificial intelligence? Based on what I've shown you, I'm curious to know. Veronique says, amazing. Thank you so much, Veronique. Kathy Early here in Idaho. She says, I was asked to give a talk last Sunday, wondering now what it would have looked like to have AI write my talk or give me added content for it. Yeah, check it out, Kathy. And I almost forgot, we've got this promotion going on where people can, we've taken the most cutting edge advanced artificial intelligence in the world, and we've simplified it and put it into one of our products to make it easy for anybody to be able to use. It's literally a box that says, what do you want AI to do? What do you want Emerson to do? And then you click go, and then it will output what what the AI gives you. And so we've included that in one of our products, our subscription products. And right now, we've got like 2 days left. Anyone and everyone, it doesn't matter who they are, where they come from, all throughout the world can use this for free for 2 weeks by joining our company. And if you want to learn about that, just go to pipelinemoney.com, put your name and email in, and you can be using AI in the next 10 or 15 minutes and playing around with some of these things that I've talked about here in this video. Mike Hobbs says, I love the combo of AI and human. The outcome is so much more powerful together than separate. I agree. Like, that's been my experience. It is more powerful as I'm working with it. Great comment. Thanks, Mike. Dave Wood says, we vastly underestimate AI. By 2045, we will have a machine with infinite intelligence. There will be no measurements for what it can comprehend. Yeah, that's definitely one of the theories out there, advanced super intelligence. So time will tell. We shall see, it's going to be a fun journey to be. I mean, can you believe we're all alive right now when all of this is happening and all these crazy predictions are being made, and not only being made, but now we're seeing physical evidence, like tangible evidence that we can all touch and feel and use, that seem to be indicating that, wow, we are headed into this incredible future. I'm so thankful to be alive right now. Nick says, nothing will work without you, so you win always, no matter what. The intake comes from you. Yep, totally agree. Larry Michael Miller says, can't help but wonder what the output would be if we asked AI to write a ballad, a love song. Give it a shot. We've tested poetry, and it is pretty mind-blowing. So let us know in the comments if you've used AI to write a song. You won all together with AI. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, hey, that's the end of this live video. Thanks for tuning in, all of the live viewers and also all of the replay viewers. I love you. I believe in you. I know you've got greatness within you. Again, pipelinemoney.com. If you want to check out Emerson, our magic content creator, and start using AI. The other really big benefit, I think, to using AI in the way that we've packaged it is we have a community of brilliant minds who are staying up to speed on all of the latest developments. So this field can be kind of overwhelming. Like, if you go on YouTube and just start watching YouTube videos, oh my gosh, you can get lost down a never-ending rabbit hole, which can be fun sometimes. But in my mind, the whole point of all of this is, how can I quickly get up to speed, know what resources are available, and then organize them quickly into a usable manner for whatever task I have in front of me, or mission or goal or dream I have in front of me. And so in our company, our vision is freedom through principle-centered leadership. So everything I'm looking at in regards to AI is all being filtered through that. But the cool thing about being a part of our community is, you can go get lost on a rabbit hole on YouTube, and that's cool. Or you can join a community of people who are all not getting lost, but getting found in a rabbit hole on YouTube, hopefully, right? And we're all learning things, we're all testing things, and we're all trying things, and we're all coming back together on a daily basis to say, here's what I've learned, here's how I'm using it, here's how it's valuable, here's what I tested that didn't work, stay away from that, here's what I found that's just unbelievably awesome, you guys gotta use it this way. It can really shorten the learning curve for getting into AI. And it also makes it a heck of a lot more fun, in my personal opinion. So pipelinemoney.com, if that sounds like that would be something that's up your alley. And again, thanks everyone. Comment below if you got value from this video. I'm definitely excited to go back and read all of these comments later as they filter in throughout the day. All right, guys, make it a great day. Take care, and bye for now.